This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain shocking revelations, violence, and sexual themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Pulp Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is The Disintegrator. It was written by Bligh, and it's available from Chaosium. Our keeper of arcane lore is Calen McDowell, and this is episode 2. Our recap will be given by Max Meltzer as his character, Dr. Bogdan Lazarescu. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Max?
Yes. This past week has been, how you say, a blur. We were invited to an auction to examine a rare piece of technology known as the Disintegrator. Our goal is to buy this piece of scientific property and make sure it does not end up in the wrong hands, either by destroying it or by buying it ourselves. With us are Clarence Applebottom, notorious actor and one of my greatest celebrities. Also, Ash Kindle, a reclusive and odd but very intelligent engineer. Perhaps you could help me with my work. Also, we have Hunter Binlids McGee, a sports star of note, not too intelligent, but he makes up for it with his brashness and bravery. And finally, Renalda Jones, a intelligent and conniving PI who knows how to get information from places that she should not be able to get it. We arrived at the hotel, and Clarence secured us rooms. A luxury suite for him, and for us, little people, regular suites. We went and hobnobbed in the main auction room prior to the demonstration, where we met several characters, including a dilettante who took much umbrage to Clarence's arrival at the auction. He was very rude to him, and I attempted to show him what for, but unfortunately, God has cursed me, and therefore I was not able to do anything more than pathetically bang at his door. Binlids was able to distract the crowd, while Ash and Renalda went and saw the Disintegrator. They analyzed it and found it to be an object with some sort of light projecting ability, a camera of sorts. We didn't believe it to be real until the demonstration. It utterly annihilated all matter in front of it. Now we know that this is a dangerous object, and we must secure it or destroy it, lest all humanity be threatened.
All right. We're coming back right after the demonstration as the fog is pouring into the courtyard and everyone's being ushered inside. There's lots of terror and speculative comments from the crowd. And in your group, where you guys are closely walking together, is the reclusive doctor who hasn't talked to you much, that catches all of your guys' attention with his nervous mutterings, wringing his hands out. Just it's impossible. It's awful. It shouldn't. I can't believe that thing. What do you guys think about that thing that we just saw? What is that device? It was supposed to be a hoax. It wasn't supposed to be real. Like you look smart.
You came all this way out here for a hoax? Why?
He told me he invented it on accident. How could somebody create such a thing on accident?
Who's they?
I work for a Midwestern electrical company. My manager. I'm Dr. Walker. Sorry. It's bad. It's bad. I
Did
mean,
Midwestern Electric give you a very high number to write down in secret?
I yeah, I'm writing down 5 grand. But I mean, you see the guys that are here, like if they really want it, and I mean, I think that guy's an arms dealer. If he's equipping every American soldier with one of those things, this is a disaster.
So, Doctor, you agree with us that this is dangerous and should not end up in the wrong hands?
Yeah, yes, this is, I mean, an accident. I don't. This is an invention that should have never been invented. This should be destroyed and forgotten.
Look, just for
Well,
the record, I'm not so sure yet. There's a lot of very tricky illusions that magicians can pull. I can't immediately explain what I saw or how it occurred, but I haven't ruled out fakery.
I
Well, I don't know what you
Well,
saw, Ash.
Looks pretty
Yeah.
real
I saw
to
what
me.
you saw.
What I saw was a camera. I'm very familiar with cameras, but this particular camera, Ash, destroyed marble, popped Binless football, and I'm sure it could do far worse if it was pointed at you. So
In order for light to have accomplished something on that scale, it would have had to have been incredibly energetic. And I see a little motor. How kind of energy could you possibly?
that's why it's impressive.
No, it's why
Doctor-
it's
Dr. Ash, I'm not convinced that it was the light that got rid of it. I mean, using science, this is utterly alien. The light could not do that. Nothing could do that.
So, Dr. Walker, you seem like a smart guy. What do you think is going on here?
Hold on. He just said alien. It's like, yeah, this isn't earthly. Yeah, that was like a 4-stroke engine that had cables. There's no way that it could have harnessed that amount of power. It's what you called him Dr. Ash. Yeah, Dr. Ash is right. There's not enough power there for what we saw. This is
I mean,
not,
I don't know what people teach you in the science schools that you all attend, but you keep saying that it's not possible for this thing to do what it did, but I saw it do what it did, and so out here in normal person land, that means that it's possible.
but I've
Yeah.
seen them put a woman into a box and she disappears. Appearances can be deceiving. How do you
Sure,
get
on a
over the laws of
stage.
entropy or the laws of physics?
Well, I don't know if you science types change your laws too all the time, so maybe the laws are wrong.
We don't.
Yeah, I don't know much about no laws of physics. I went to PS 123 in Brooklyn, but I saw with my own eyes that marble get disintegrated. Wait, you were saying something about aliens, Dr. Walker? What are you talking about?
it's the gentleman with the hat and the cane. He just I that's exactly. It seems impossible with our technology for us to do it. Sorry, excuse me. I think I might need a break.
It would have been different if we had seen electricity used in a certain way. Some of Nikolai Tesla's ideas had to do with the deconstruction of the atomic glue that holds things together.
Yeah.
But I would have expected to see lightning bolts or something like that.
Dr. Ash, I did notice there were a few stray sparks coming out of the device itself. There seemed to be some kind of overflow. It wasn't even using the full capacity of what it was generating.
Well, between you and
I don't know.
Dr. Walker, we snuck in behind the scenes and we took a good look at that machine before it was used. And I, honest to God, didn't see anything that would lead me to believe it would have done anything at all.
Yeah. Well,
unless it's some new form of radiation, and all they did was shine the radiation on the object. Maybe that, I mean, radiation theory is fairly new.
That sounds feasible. Yes,
Is there a different word you could use that we could all understand?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
well, how
lost
about
here.
kryptonite or
yes.
Yeah, like Bill is literally just leaning into someone's ear, like, "What's radiation?"
So yes, well,
I
excuse
think
me.
it
everyone,
keeps
sorry,
your apartment warm. It keeps your apartment warm in the winter.
Oh yeah, like a radiator. Okay.
Yeah, well, I felt the marble. I felt the chair that was all real, and it is not there anymore. The grim reality is whatever trickery, nonsense, new invention. This is all very real, and
And
I need to lay down.
I think
I'm
I'm going to go talk to Dr. Pelfrey.
Yes, great. It was wonderful meeting you. Thank you. I just needed to voice my thoughts. I'll see you later for dinner, I suppose. Yes. Goodbye, everyone.
You might want to come up with a higher number than 5,000.
He's just groaning sadly. He walks away. And you guys walk back into the conference room, which
We only got 2,000, right?
from
We have
Yeah.
Finch.
Clarence Appletop with us.
Revenge.
Yeah.
well, you know,
Look, Binlitz.
Gentlemen, you're
I
selling this. You're selling this for him. We need to keep telling everybody that it's a fake, and then nobody will bid on it, and we'll get the.
No, I mean, have you
kinda
met
point
that? Have you
over-
seen that man?
Yeah, I
He's
point over
buying
to
it.
the other guy. You know, yeah, that warmonger over there sure looks like he's really good to pay. He's got his accountant on it and everything.
Well, then, maybe we should. Are they going to have a second demonstration?
No.
Unplanned.
Something. What was on the
There's-
schedule? They're going to do.
No,
Generator,
there was a
dinner.
first. There was the demo, the first round of bids, the dinner, the second round of bids.
Well, if
Whoever wins has to pay up tomorrow.
See, Binlid's had the idea that on the football field, they can disappear a football nice and easy, and then suddenly it appears somewhere else. And we're all going to be putting our bids in these little envelopes that are smaller than football size. So what Binlids could have done is swapped out real bids for fake bids, and then we win the bidding.
Mhm.
But
What
Binlids
Clarence
also-
Appletop would suggest to Binlids is that that's not going to fucking work.
Binlids is also terrified of the fact that there's a warmonger fella who's probably going to shoot everyone if he doesn't win.
Yeah, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars here, Bidlids. Like, I don't think these
And-
people are
and
going to
I
mess
think-
around for some sleight of hand.
And I think, as I was saying earlier in the night, nobody is paying for this device, you understand. Somebody's taking it home with them. Whether anybody else likes it or not, this is going to be a show match more than it is about funds.
You guys have just given me an idea. You switcheroo. What if I can regain access to it, which I might be able to, I could sabotage it. I could sabotage it so that it doesn't work, and then Mr. Warmonger over there doesn't get anything. And if he
Perfectly
demands
sound plan.
if he demands a second demonstration and they won't get it, then maybe we can walk away here with it, and then I can always put the piece back.
Well, Doc, we don't know what we're dealing with here. I mean, this thing, you know, it's producing a dynamite reaction without dynamite. Are you sure you know how to dismantle this kind of thing?
I could that stupid engine. I could dismantle. I mean, I could just take part of that. I could take the spark plug.
I have a feeling, though, Ash, is that while you could take it apart, there's somebody here who knows how to put it back together.
No, not if I have the part that they need. And I'd make it so that they wouldn't even realize anything was missing. And then they
I
sell
think
it, they
they'd
go
realize
away.
it missing when it goes click click and doesn't work. I think they'd figure it out pretty quick.
I'm gonna go talk.
right.
Money's a powerful motivator.
I'm
I'm
go
going
talk
to
Pelfrey.
interrupt the conversation before you're able to walk away. Good old Andy comes from the lobby, kind of nervously, bashfully, just like, oh, hello, Mr. Appletop. Sorry, is one of you Mr. Ash?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. There was a Finch on the line. I told him that you were outside for the demonstration. It seemed awfully important. Do you mind taking a phone call?
Of course,
All right, great. Come with me.
I'll follow you.
Look, speaking of crazy people, we shouldn't let have that device. Hi.
Unfortunately, I agree with you. I I
So
have
look,
an idea.
I like his plan of making it inoperable, but I mean, we need to make it inoperable, not
Exactly.
remove a wire or two.
Okay, but
Disappear it.
before we break it, can I please shoot something with it? There's one thing. Maybe it's the nerd's like luggage or something. Just one thing.
We blow a hole in the wall and escape with it.
That's genuinely a good idea.
If the opportunity arises, Binlids, sure.
Yeah, violence.
Well, while you guys are having your discussion, a very friendly old man in a hotel uniform comes around, introduces himself as Paul Gardner, the manager, and just wants to talk all four of your ears off about, the weather and the estate and stuff. And his question at the heart is whether you would like the prime rib or the lasagna for dinner. And yeah, just all chatter this guy while Ash goes to the reception desk.
I want the lasagna.
Oh, he'll come
That's
seek you out. Don't
Ash.
worry about that. Yeah. So you go up to the front desk and you see the phone is off of the hook.
Yes.
And you pick it up and it is absolute silence.
Lionel, this is Ash.
No
Lionel?
response. No sound whatsoever.
I'll fiddle with the thing and maybe get a hold of the operator.
Yeah, so you'll spend a couple minutes there. No amount of fiddling is going to get this phone to work. It is just completely dead on you.
And what was the kid's name?
Andy.
Eddie. Andy or Eddie?
Andy Gilman.
Andy. Phone's dead.
It's,
Nothing.
really, yeah. I was just using that 5 minutes ago. That's very strange. Huh. Oh, okay. Sorry to waste your time.
Well, if they call back, come and get me.
Yeah, sure. It's man, we're gonna need to call maintenance or something. This is weird.
I'm gonna look really quick to see if the phone's plugged in, or if it's the wall jack is wanky.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long to look everything over, and it looks fine here. It must be an issue down the line somewhere, off site. And
I'm gonna have to invent some sort of telephone communication that doesn't require wires.
madness. Oh, so when you're done inspecting the phone, are you returning to the group? What do you have in mind?
Yeah. Well, if I'm out here, I'm looking around to see what the crowd is like where I am. And I think I'm going to try to make my way back around to where the device is.
Okay. So there aren't too many people in this lobby. There's a few employees.
Has it been moved?
They brought it back inside.
Okay.
It's under a tarp in that first room that you guys broke into.
Okay, I'll go back to that tarp. I'm back to that room.
Okay.
And quickly unlock the room.
That'll be kind of precarious. Everybody is still in that room. You might need another distraction or something. So yeah, you're walking back into the auction room while yeah, everybody is just kind of held hostage of this very friendly old man explaining how there was this family that lived in Kingsport that just couldn't make the drive anymore, so they sold it off, and it was such a nice house that they renovated it into a hotel. And he sees you coming and just, oh, hello, yes, hello, nice, another one of my guests. I love to meet everybody personally. I'm Mr. Paul Gardner. I run the place.
I'm Mr. Gardner.
So yes, are you pleased with our property? It's a lovely hotel, don't you think?
Yeah, oh indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, well,
excuse me. And I walk past him.
No. Oh, okay. Goodbye. So, I've been holding you guys up for far too long. I'm sorry. Thank you all for the lovely conversation. If you have any requests, let me know. I have other people to ask about dinner, and he's taking each of your orders.
Lasagna, and I'll head actually back over to where Pelfrey is.
Okay. And now that everybody else isn't in conversation limbo, how's it going?
Well, I mean, the prime rib or the lasagna both sound excellent, but I'm getting the salmon, the secret third option.
Oh yeah, he promised that they have something, back there in storage. They'll find it for you.
Just remember the meat sauce on the lasagna. I can't do the Alfredo. It doesn't agree with me.
But if they sold the house, how is there a hotel? It doesn't make any sense.
Binlets. Look, it's kind of like it'll be fine. There was a house, now there's a hotel.
Imagine if you have football field, you put 2 goals on each side, now it is soccer field.
What's soccer?
Yeah, never mind.
I've got that in Montana, apparently.
No soccer in Montana.
Except that
Very good.
Lazarescu would call it football.
Exactly.
Well, after one conversation with Mr. Gardner, you're sure that Peggy Peartree, the cook, will be able to make excellent dinners for each of you. And
chef name.
yeah, after Ash kind of dodged the conversation, you guys see him moving towards that way. So that's pretty much where the crowd is. There's the lawyer, the Pelfreys are standing near that door, and yeah, some of the muscle.
Just one track in that mind.
Well, you were wanting to talk to Mr. Pelfrey anyways, right? So he's standing over by the door.
Right. So I go over to him and I'm like, that's rather remarkable. Would you mind answering some questions about it? How did you discover this?
Oh, quite. It's sorry, my wife was quite concerned about something. Just hold on one moment, please. And yeah, before we dig into this conversation, is anyone else joining him? I'd like to know where everyone else is going.
Because I was trying to talk to him before we got there by the fog. So I'm kind of circling around as well, waiting for my opening.
Is the arms dealer there chatting with Pelfrey as well, or
he's returned to his table. So out of everyone's reactions, he didn't look surprised in the slightest. He just had a grin and a twinkle in his eye as he watched that thing destroy the statue, and now he's smoking cigars, sipping scotch, and talking to his accountant.
Excellent. Billings is gonna want us straight up to his table.
Nice. All right, Clarence and Bogdan.
Oh, where is our friend with the mysterious secret employer?
Oh, so she is wandering around a little aimlessly, looking like she might go back to the bar, but kind of indecisive at this point. Yeah, she's more in shock than most of the others.
She ordered was that scotch? Was she drinking scotch?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, scotch on the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get two more glasses of scotch on the rocks, and I'm gonna go talk to her.
All right. Yeah, she'll be more warm this time, and thank you for the drink. Bogdan?
I'm gonna go look for some sort of thing that I can reanimate to create a distraction, because I feel like we're gonna need another distraction coming up real quick. So I might look for a rat or something.
Yeah, looking for dead things. I'd say that the kitchen is probably a good candidate, but that's employees only.
Reanimate Clarence's salmon.
I don't think that's gonna work.
You wouldn't dare.
Yeah, maybe I'll. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just not too sure where you'd be scrounging around for corpses right now.
Well, I could go into the kitchen. I'll just be saying, well, listen, I want to have, instead of the lasagna, I want the sirop but the pork. It's just like my grandma used to make it,
All right.
Hungarian.
Nice. Walking through the closed door and harassing the employees. That's awesome.
Yes.
So,
Oh my
well,
God, there's a rat here. I have to, don't worry, I'll take care of it. I don't mind, we have all sorts of rats here.
oh man, mention of a rat freaks them out. This is a fancy establishment. They're not going to let any rats around. Let's start off with the Pelfreys. Yeah, it's so he's being a little bit dismissive of Yash as you're walking in, kind of concerned with his wife. They both just look a little unsettled. Like they're wanting to have a private conversation, but she reassures him, she's a little bit more grounded and it's just like, no, it's okay. This is one of the potential investors. Remember, this is all about the sale. He's not going to buy it if he doesn't understand what it is, right?
Correct. So now I'm going to go into engineering talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to throw out a bunch of technical stuff. How are you able to achieve enough energy to something that the average person standing around us isn't going to understand at all?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious if he understands.
I honestly love the roll for nerdiness. Yeah, do an intelligence roll.
Okay. I got yeah, I got an 84, but my intelligence is 90, so I passed.
Nice. Yeah, no, you know your stuff. So yeah, while you're talking, he's like just choking on his words. His cough is getting worse as the conversation goes, and just yes, of course the capacitors and the transistors and yeah, of course it needs to be distributed. There's a battery inside that charges and builds before it distributes. Yes, and it's like with how much he's choking over stuff. It's just you're not really getting any answers out of him. He's just like kind of displaying fundamental knowledge of how electricity works, but nothing too profound. And as far as like how he was able to come across this, just like, well, I was working on projections, it's just transmissions, radio waves. Oh, I was just trying to transmit in a new way. I was wondering how much electricity you could dump into something and receive it wirelessly, and it blew a hole right through my workshop table in my garage. Quite the surprise. I'm sure you can imagine.
So I'm getting the impression from him that he doesn't know how it works, even though it works.
Yeah, absolutely clueless. He made this on accident and he's trying to dish it out for money.
Well, is there any way I could take a closer look at it without any kind of disassembly or anything like that?
Oh, I don't know if that would be appropriate. We have other investors here. If you want it, by all means, you could look at it, or if you got the permission of whoever did win.
No. Well, I'm afraid that I probably don't have anywhere near enough money considering some of the people that are here.
Yeah, I hate being this. I'm a man of science. I've committed my life, I wish that I could understand it and give you the answers you seek. I'm not long for this world. I'm dying, sir, and I have a family to provide for, you see.
Who inherits your estate?
My wife, my 2 children.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother you anymore. Thank you.
Yeah. Clearly, this is a trying time for you and your family. I also, as I was saying outdoors before we were interrupted, I heard you had another loss in your life quite recently.
Oh, yeah, sorry, who are you? Yes, we haven't met.
Hello. I'm here offering. I'm here with Mr. Appletop. I just wanted to offer my condolences. I had read recently that you had a friend who died
Are
on a
you?
hiking trip.
Oh dear, you're talking about Bill Sampson. Yes, yes,
Yeah, Mr.
a great friend of
Sampson.
mine. Yes, terrible tragedy.
Oh, that's quite awful. I go hiking quite a bit in that region. It can be quite treacherous.
Yes, there's a landslide. It's terrible. I
Ah,
I miss him dearly.
landslide. Wow. Yeah, I hear those can happen, especially after a big rainstorm. I'm
Yes.
curious in your condition, how you were able to accomplish hiking in such a treacherous area.
Oh no, I wasn't like this then. That was more than a year ago, a year and some months. My disease hadn't started developing yet. I was in
Oh,
excellent health.
wow, rapid onset. Yeah. That's awful to hear. Well, I just wanted to offer you condolences for the loss of your friend, and it sounds like though you're going to be coming away with quite a windfall from this here invention of yours.
Well, I won't. I
You
seriously
and your
have one foot in the
family.
grave. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you and your family.
I struggled to provide for them in life, so hopefully this is a legacy of sorts.
Yeah. Um, I'd like to make a psychology roll just to kind of
Yeah, throw it
can I
out
get
there.
like a read for him? Okay. No, I didn't pass that.
Okay. So a lot of nervousness where maybe just anxiety about how the auction's going to go itself or something, but um yeah, he's shifty and uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Pelfreys.
Yeah. That's oh, this damn cough. I'm around if you'd like to talk any further.
Oh, all right.
Thank you for coming.
We got a Romanian doctor who might be able to take a look at you. I don't
It's
know if he's already come to talk to
the
you.
gentleman with the hat. Yes,
Yeah. Bet you he's seen some pretty crazy stuff where he's from.
it's yeah, so he had a silly way of talking. Your cough bad will kill you, I believe is what he told me.
Yeah, he has a real way with words.
All right. Well, yes, thank you very much, you two. And yeah, let's go to Binlid's. So walking up to the table where
Oh yeah.
yeah, just smoking a cigar. His assistant is just scribbling numbers on a piece of paper.
Hey,
It's, oh, hello there. So what what are you doing here, young lad?
you look pretty happy. Everyone else looks pretty freaked out. What's the deal with that? Um, is there scotch glass on the table currently?
Yeah,
Excellent. I pick it up and drink from it. Ah,
nice.
cheap stuff. Great.
Just,
So who's the egghead?
oh, well, very bold of you, lad. It's I, are you competing in this auction?
Might be.
Really? That is fascinating. As well, as this is my associate, Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown.
He does the bookworks for me. Yeah. So yeah, everyone else seems pretty surprised here, but I it's exactly what I came to buy. Of course, I'm pleased. Beautiful
I see.
demonstration.
Very interesting. See, it popped my football. Very unfortunate that it did that.
You shouldn't have thrown it where it was going. So this is I I'm sorry. Just are you trying to act tough? Are you wanting to be friends? This is very strange.
I'm just asking questions. So
Okay.
what are you gonna do with this this here camera thing. You a janitor? You gonna get rid of the trash? Is that what you're gonna do with it?
No, my friend. I run a very large company with hundreds of employees that will take it apart piece by piece, understand how every little part of it works, make it better, make it
Ah,
smaller, and distribute it for
you're gonna
money.
make lots of them for money.
Yes,
Very
for
good.
lots and lots and lots of money.
Lots and
Yes.
lots of money. I see. I see. Very
I am not a
interesting.
janitor, no.
You're not a janitor. No. Okay. Very good. I'd like to take his cigar out of his hand while he's busy, like self-aggrandizing,
Okay.
and I'd like to smoke it, and then I'd like to blow the smoke in his face, and then I'd like to put the cigar into his whiskey, and I'd like to walk away.
So, do you have psychology?
I can almost guarantee that bin lids doesn't have psychology of themselves, let alone anyone else. Yeah, no, it's base.
Yeah. Well, like yeah, just the normal like kind of bullying mentality. You're not getting the rise out of him that you're used to. He just chuckles like he was amused with that interaction and pulls out another cigar and lights it up.
Very interesting.
So, oh man,
You
what a
have fun,
sweet kid.
Egghead. Okay, bye-bye.
So, well, hope you got a whole lot of money if you're wanting that thing.
I've already turned my back to him, not listening anymore.
Yeah.
I go find
Oh man.
someone else and just I like from our party and just lean in and go, yeah, that guy's gonna kill someone.
Yeah, he's kind of, as we say in the biz, a dick.
Yeah.
Great. And yeah, Mr. Clarence, you hand Valerie a drink, and she scoffs a little bit at just the audacity that you're still going after this, but just yeah, after what we just saw, absolutely, I would love a drink. Thank you very much, sir.
So you still think that your very secret employers are wasting their very secret amount of money on this very not a hoax device?
No, I believe that they have underestimated things, and they may have made a mistake, and that my secret number may not be as large as it needs to be.
Oh, well, what if a gentleman may ask, is that secret number?
Oh, they gave me $8,000, and I mean, if you're bidding seriously, you're going to beat me alone, aren't you? So what's the point?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. You have a secret number. I've got a secret number.
Well, mine's not secret
Dr.
anymore.
West or whatever has his secret number. I'm just thinking if we don't want that gentleman in the corner there to walk away with the damn thing, we should I don't know, take a cue from our Russian friends and pool our resources.
I like the way you think. However, my employer is only going to release that money if they receive the device at the end. I was hoping it would be a hoax because I got paid either way. Just come live a couple days at this nice resort and go back home, right? But if I'm going to spend the money that I'm given, then I'm going to have to return with the thing.
And your employers are, well, maybe if you set up a timeshare or something, but what, who exactly gave you these $8,000?
I seriously get fired if I told you. I know that the mystery is fascinating. I assure you it's much more boring than whatever you're assuming. That's just the one rule is I'm not allowed to say who they are.
What, were you hired by the IRS?
You're close.
Oh, you think Uncle Sam would bid a little higher?
Yeah, well, they really thought that this thing was fake. That's some man in the middle of nowhere invents the most powerful weapon humanity's ever seen on accident? Like, come on, this had to have been a joke. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we pool our secret numbers together, I'm sure I could talk my associates into considering destroying the damn thing, Valerie.
Yes,
Look,
Mr. Appletop.
Shipping accidents happen.
I'm not ready
You know,
to commit to a deal.
you were trying to bring it back to Uncle Sam, but it slipped. It just slipped off of those steep Kingsport cliffs and into the Atlantic. You know, these things happen.
I want to do that, yes, but I'm not sure.
You need another scotch.
Yeah, get me. All right, yeah, you can talk her up. She's warming up a little bit. Bogdan breaking into the kitchen. That's some good stuff. So there's a couple of waiters and just staff that have really freaked out about a rat. You know,
Good
they're
morning.
going to go look for the good Mr. Gardener to tell them about the problem. But in kind of the chaos of it, where are you headed specifically? Like pantry, freezer? What do you have in mind?
I'm headed for if they have any meat hooks around. I'm looking for the most whole corpse I can get, like maybe a pheasant
Nice.
that was hunted.
How about just give me a luck roll on that for how intact something will be.
Yeah, at it. All right, 35. That looks good.
That's got to be a pass, right?
Yeah. Oh, barely. Oh, I don't have a very good look. But yeah, that's a pass.
Um, yeah, let's say a pig is hung up and bled out on a hook.
Holy shit. Oh my
Yeah.
god, the rat's inside this pig. Let me just take it out and throw it in the trash.
Oh man. So
I'll try to
are
find
you
a bag to put over it. And then
are you going like back out the way you came? You notice so there's like an employee entrance back here. You could leave the building or you could go back out into the auction room holding this giant thing. Because it's heavy. It's bled out and left hanging there for a little bit. It's still at least like 80 pounds.
I'll go out back, and then if anybody asks, I'll just say I'm throwing it in the trash because the rat climbed in it.
All right. Do you have some kind of social skill you could try to pull on the chefs here?
I have fast talk.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. Try it
All
out.
right. 07. Perfect.
Dang. So they are so caught up cooking dinner for their fancy guests and stuff. This pig was for next week, they're not really caring about it yet. So you just get in, cause a ruckus, just talk in your funny accent and drag a pig out the back door into the fog.
I'm going to name you Winky.
All right, great. So where are you handling this thing? Like where are you trying to head to? It's kind of damp out here. It's darker than it should be with the fog, It's nice and thick. Visibility is pretty low. You could bring it through the main entrance to get up to your room. Try to work outside. Where are you thinking?
Yeah, I'll bring it up into my room, and then once I'm there, I'll go out onto the balcony.
Nice. All right. Cool. So with the idea of putting it in like a garbage bag or something for a little bit of discretion, like you get some weird glances. More than normal. The big hunchback guy with the cane hobbling around. Like you're just kind of a creepy dude anyways. So dragging this big bag that's leaving like some suspicious bloodstains, like You know, they just leave you alone, let you go up those stairs to your room by yourself. And so this will take a little bit of time. You'll be able to probably get it done before dinner, maybe about half an hour before dinner at this point. If you can do the appropriate roll. I'm not entirely sure with the skill set because, yeah, with weird science, you still need a skill attached to it. Do you have like
Biology.
that's probably pretty good. Yeah, that's as good as we could ask.
All right, 44 is a pass.
All right. So you are just, yeah, prodding this thing and hooking up electrodes and stuff and trying to bring this just, I mean, chunk of ham back to life out on the balcony in the fog. It's beautiful. Um, let's see. I believe I missed a message from Thom. You're wanting to speak to the lawyer now?
Correct.
Okay. So he's right there with Mr. Pelfrey.
Before you do that,
yeah.
real quick, Ash, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna kind of like as an aside as we're walking away from the Pelfreys, I'm just gonna say, something interesting I caught there, Doc. There wasn't no hole in his garage. There was no sign of destruction whatsoever in his invention workshop. Think this guy's bullshitting us?
I don't know. I'm still completely reserved on this whole thing. Trying to go over in my mind how I could fake this and how they might have faked it. But I'll tell you this, when I was talking to Paul Brady, I'm not sure he understands physics or engineering on the level. I mean, not even close to me.
Yeah.
I would like to have believed that he, if he'd have said to me, look, I'm not at liberty to discuss how I did it, I would have accepted that as an answer. But instead he stammered and tried to feed me all of this techno babble that didn't make any sense at all. I'm gonna talk to the lawyer. Everything's about money. I think the lawyer's getting paid pretty good for this. I'm gonna offer him some money and tell him I want 10 minutes alone with the machine to take a good look at it.
Okay. All right. Do you want
And
some
if I
backup on
open
that?
it up, and there is some glowing green crystal, I'm taking the crystal.
You want some backup on that, Doc?
Well, just, if you see somebody heading that direction,
I'll keep an eye
just
out.
distract them. Yeah.
Sure. I got you.
But I think I can bribe the lawyer. We can't win the bid, but we can maybe more making money is what they all want to do. So
disrupt us. Yeah.
what do you think?
Okay.
$200, $300 maybe?
Yeah, start there, work your way up.
Yeah. So I'll go up to the lawyer. Mr. Wade.
Yes. You're with the Apple Top group, aren't you?
Yeah, that's correct. You're Mr. Pelfrey's lawyer.
Yeah, it's a fantastic device now that you've seen it in action, don't you think?
Yeah. Can I talk to you for a minute? I'll sort of put my arm on his shoulder. Say, look, I can tell you right now that we don't have enough money to win the bid, but I'm an engineer and I would really like to get a good look at your machine or the doctor's machine. We all want to make money. You want to make money. How about I offer you, $200 just to let me have, 10 minutes taking a look at the machine. Money's money, right?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna touch it or hurt it.
You want to understand it so you can build your own, huh? And I mean, what use is it to the buyer then? Look, I'm looking to make several thousand in commission off of this. Look,
it's not likely that I'm going to be able to figure out something that a person like Mr. Pelfrey, who's worked on it, could possibly do. But I'm not gonna be able to buy the machine, so you're gonna make that money plus my money. Everybody needs a little extra $300, right? Come on.
I can't let you touch it. I could let you look at it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you can come with me if you want.
Okay. Yeah. You give me $200 and you can look at it.
Okay.
All right, cool. Um, so before this conversation really wraps to a close, the wonderful man in the dress and the jewelry and was just a loud fool comes back out, holding a bouquet of flowers and is just like, yells over the crowd and gets everyone's attention, except Bogdan, of course. Just, and Mr. Appletop, what is all this about? My room is full. What kind of message are you trying to send me here?
Last I checked, a message. What exactly is your room full of?
And flowers and teddy bears. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Well, there should be some muffins in there too.
Chocolates, but I mean, last I knew, you sent your brute to come harass me. I thought that I was worrying for my life here, and now you're trying to win me over with gifts.
Hey, I didn't harass you.
My brood didn't do a thing.
No, the monster, the one-eyed bulging freak with the cane came and tried to slap me around in my own room. He accosted me at my door.
He's barely an acquaintance, and he does things of his own accord. I don't know why exactly he took it upon you, but be assured, my good fellow, I did not send anybody to harass you.
Well, he walks up to get a close look at you, and you see he has earrings and rings on every finger, and his hair looks like it's wet. There's so much oil in it, you can smell the perfume. And he's just really staring you down and is like, you spelled my name wrong on the gift card. But I mean,
wouldn't have it any other way. It's a cushion to fall when I beat you in yet another auction, and I'll pat his cheek and walk away.
So that's how it is. You're just flexing your money on me before you try to win. Well, then, great, sure. Let's just go all out. Let's spend all of our money. Why not? Let's see whose is bigger. Whose bank account is bigger.
That was a good clarification on your part.
And he storms off in a huff. But so that leaves bin lids and Appletop a little bit unwitting in that room, right? You see Ash is slipping some money into the lawyer's hand. What are you two thinking?
I mean,
How heavy do you think that machine has been?
I could bench 2 of them.
Okay, you could bench 2 of them. How far could you throw one of them?
I reckon with proper technique, I reckon I could launch it from here into the sea.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
Very good. Very, very, very good. I'll say a little bit too loud. It's a good thing he walked away, otherwise I'd have snorted him one.
So the nice gentleman, Mr. Gardner, comes in and here's that remark. And just, oh, good heavens. I do hope that all the guests are getting along. Excuse me, everyone. Is there an engineer by chance? This is some kind of science convention, right? There's a man with a stalled car outside.
Sadly, there's a great dearth of wisdom in that department.
A stalled car, I can move it. And Binlid's walks out the front.
Yeah, well, behind Mr. Gardner is oh man, a man in a different type of work uniform, not a hotel staff, who's just like, "Hi everyone. I just brought this big delivery of flowers and stuff. Now my car won't start. I'm kind of stranded here. It's real foggy outside. So
Well, you know what? I apologize that that happened to you, sir. Let me pay for your meal in a room overnight, should
oh,
it be needed.
I wow. I'd rather get home, but wow, thank you very. Hey, aren't you that movie guy? Wow. All right.
I believe most people call me Clarence Appleton.
Well, yeah, I'll take you up on that room if we can't get my car started. But yeah, you think you can push it?
Yeah, put it in neutral. We'll push it down the hill. That'll get you to Kingsport.
All right. Cool. So Binley's going out alone. Like
That's a
yeah.
very ominous way to ask that question.
Well, just saying, you call for a mechanic, someone to actually fix it. So I was
You're
trying
asking if I'm
to
going alone into the mist in a game of Call of
catch
Cthulhu? No.
trying to catch Ash. You hear just ignoring the call for the mechanic.
Ash has one thing and one thing only on his mind.
No, Andy's going for it. So Ronaldo and Ash go through. And there's the same two bouncers from before standing by the thing. And yeah, yeah, they have their arms crossed and they're just like, Mr. Wade, what's going on here? And he tells them, well, these fine gentlemen would like to take a look at the machine. Go ahead and pull the tarp off on that. And they just kind of huff and they're just like, oh, they need to see it again, huh? And they pull the tarp. Yeah, Wade kind of catches that and looks at you guys in suspicion and just, well, yeah, there it is. Go ahead. So,
All right, so now I'm going to really take a much closer look at it.
yeah.
I'm going to guess that there's nothing coming from that engine that's important other than electricity. But are there obviously closed, sealed up things inside the camera that?
Yeah, so that's the camera itself is pretty small for whatever's going on inside of it because yeah, there's the metal cables running up to it and then everything is happening inside there. That's where the magic is going on.
All right. Does it look like something that could be opened? With a
Yes.
latch or
Some screws probably.
oh, okay. Well, if only I had brought a screwdriver.
Yeah.
I'll turn to Mr. Wade. May I take a look inside the mechanism?
No, sir, that's where the secrets are. I can't have you trying to take things apart.
Well, have you seen inside the mechanism?
But it wouldn't mean anything to me if I did.
Now, we have the two guards here as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of looking at you, Ash, like, what, you want to do this? Like, kind of like, side-eyeing you a little bit.
Well, under normal circumstances, I'd say no, but these are pulp circumstances. So I think that what I'll do is, I'm sure the guards are just standing there. I am going to, as I sort of step back from the machine, I'll put my hand on Wayne's neck, and sort of understanding a bit of anatomy, find that sciatic nerve or whatever the nerve is that's there. And I'm going to pump him with about 35,000 volts through my glove that will just cause him to pass out.
All right. I'll do a Constitution roll on his behalf,
Okay.
which gets a regular success. So I'll say for that he remains conscious. It's not like an instant KO.
But does he fall?
Yeah, he falls to the ground,
Oh dear
convulsing and
God,
just
Mr.
shouting.
Mr. Wade, what the hell?
What's going on here?
You just shocked the hell out of me. It's just like you pick it up. So we shouldn't be fucking around with this thing. You
I'm gonna
just
put my hand over his mouth
okay.
and maybe give him another blast. I want to convince the guards that he's having a heart attack, and then they'll be distracted. So this
All right.
wouldn't kill him, but it would definitely be like being tased.
All right.
My God, are you all right? Are you all right?
Yeah, so do I think this would be an opposed brawl roll to get it over his head, like mouths gracefully.
Roll. Probably not what I'm good at. Fighting brawl. Yeah, nowhere close. So I'm just shocking the fuck out of
Yeah. Well, so yeah, he's
Gotta
slapping
turn
your
this
hand
up
away from
next
his
time.
yeah, he's just trying to like scoot backwards and fighting your hand off, and he's just like, hey, stop, get you're shocking me, get the fuck off of me. And the two guards kind of step in to grab you.
Something's wrong. Mr. Wade's having some sort of an attack.
Whoa, he's telling you to back off, man. Give him some
Oh.
space.
Did they grab me?
One of them does, yeah.
Okay. My security system probably kicks in and gives them a
Yeah.
35,000.
So for them, a Constitution roll. They fail. They one of the guards, just gets like blasted backwards and is out cold.
What has your machine done to me?
The other one, pulls out a handgun and is just like, what the fuck is going on here? What is
I don't
happening?
know. Something's wrong with the machine. Go get Mr. Pellegrin or whatever his name is.
You need to get out of here. This is
Pelfrey. If I have
like
a spot where I can sort of like this.
Oh no, he's keeping his distance from you after seeing the other two.
Okay. Ronaldo, you gonna do anything to
I mean, I'm like, all right, we're in it now. I mean, you're trying to be kind of sneaky about it. Reynaldo doesn't have very many sneaky options, so she was not really prepared to go this way. Yeah, I mean, do you want me to hit him in the head with my gun or shoot him? Like, what are we doing here?
I don't really want to kill people.
I mean, yeah, like I'm just like, if we fire a gun, that's really gonna set things off, I think, in a in a really, really crazy way. I feel like we can maybe let things progress a little bit here, but
let's see.
she was not expecting this to happen.
I was expecting more to happen, but okay. I think I might quickly turn, grab the machine, and start running in the opposite direction, hoping that he doesn't shoot me in the back.
Dang. So it is on a baggage trolley. Do you want to push the whole thing with the wheels, or do you want to try to pick up the machine by itself?
Well, I'm afraid that I'm probably going to try to pick it up. I'm going to try to pick it up right underneath the body of it.
Oh, so you want to like rip it off the tripod? Because
Right.
So there's the tripod
just
and
comes with it.
well, there's the engine is the heavy part. So
Okay.
you'd have to. I think I would call for a strength roll for you to rip the cables out of the device.
97. Well, nowhere near. So
So you grab onto the thing and like maybe topple the whole thing over, but it doesn't come clean, and the guy shoots you. Which He misses.
Okay.
But
He shoots at me.
yeah, so yeah, like as you like tackle the thing into the ground, yeah, he shoots and yeah, the lawyer is like getting up off the ground and is just like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on here? What's the meaning of this? What are you
I'm
doing?"
Doc, have you lost your goddamn mind? What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to grab some part of it, the lens or the big thing on the top of it, and see if I can wrench it off and run with it.
Yeah. Um, I'll give you another strength roll, kind of like doubling down.
I got a 28 on that one. 28 out of 65. That's a hard. So I don't
All
get
right.
much on
So
it, but
you said the lens, like what
yeah,
what
if there's a lens sort of sticking out, I'll grab a hold of that.
all right. So yeah, I'll say that you pop one lens off and you're able to get a little glimpse inside of this thing. And I mean, you know, this is kind of like a delicate moment. You don't have too much time to look in there, but you see a couple of metal components, but it is mostly empty space inside of this. It looks kind of like an empty plastic box to you.
Okay.
Oh,
Then I'm gonna run.
all right. Um, and so like back out into the courtyard, you're just bailing.
I'll probably run back out into the courtyard, and yell things that might make people panic if they're
All
around.
right. Give me a dodge roll while you're running.
Oh shit, 90. What's my dodge? Oh, 22.
Don't worry, it only costs all your luck to not die.
So while you just rip off a piece of this thing and you start running,
Right.
and also you tackled it onto the ground, so you definitely did a little bit of damage to it. You're running out through the back door, and this guard is just opening fire on you, and one of the bullets hits you in the back shoulder blade for 9 damage, but you get away. And 9 isn't half, right? You probably have more than that.
What do I have? I've got 20, so it's not quite half.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
it's
get shot in the
close.
shoulder.
But yep, and you make it out. You run out, right out into the courtyard with just like, yeah, whatever the lens or whatever, hopefully something that like focuses the beam, right?
Right. And now I'm going to have to beat a hasty retreat.
So those of us who are enjoying, say scotch on ice,
Mm-hmm.
in the other room.
Yeah. So it's not very loud for you guys, but everybody definitely hears. Like, and yeah, like while that flamboyant man was walking away, yeah, his Italian friend really perks up and looks that way, and the arms dealer, kicks his seat back and stands up, and everybody's rushing for that outdoor room. Yeah, I'm guessing you guys go along as well, right?
Yeah,
I'm pushing the truck, but
yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, let's do the truck real quick because you're just trying to get him down the road, right?
yeah, once he's like coasting, the engine will fire
Yeah.
itself up. No worries.
Yeah, so you're just talking this kid up, like do a strength roll for me, like getting it out of the barn. You got to do like a 3-point turn.
75, which is a
Yes.
regular success.
All right. So I'll say that, yeah, you get this guy rolling a little bit, and you see Ash come running by.
Hey, Doc, what are you doing?
I should dive into the car and repair it immediately. Time to go.
Time to go. What? I'll keep pushing the truck to try and get it to start.
All
Are there
right,
people
cool.
chasing me at this point, or are they still far behind me?
None yet that you can see. Like they hesitated, and with the mist, like you're not seeing
that's right,
anything back
there's
behind
mist.
you. Oh yeah, it's very foggy.
Oh, cool. So I'll say, what's the problem here?
I don't know. It's just stalling out on me. It won't turn over.
Well, let's get it going. Would you mind giving me a ride into town? And I'll start pushing it as well.
You guys are both pushing the car. And so, yeah, Ronaldo is awkwardly standing there with
Yeah, I'm just
the
kind of
other
like, I
three.
swear to God,
Yeah.
I had no idea what the hell was wrong with that guy. Like, no idea. This guy's insane. So sorry about that.
Ronaldo, what?
I'm gonna kind of like, and also kind of like speak out. Like, I don't know. Are they keep, like holding me there? Or like, what's the?
No, so like the guy's still like, yeah, he's pointing his gun at you, but he just seems more confused. Like you don't really think he's gonna shoot you. And
Yeah.
everyone else like comes in and yeah, like Mr. Pelfrey is just like, oh no, my device. And then, Ernest Kepler comes in. It's like, what is going on here? Is that thing broken? What's like
Hope his auction has insurance.
this yeah, Wade is just like bumbling and apologizing and saying, like, I'm so sorry, I have no idea. He just he built up a bunch of static electricity and shocked the hell out of me and then just tackled it and ran off. And so Mr. Pelfrey runs to go look at the thing, and yeah, Daniel Wade kind of like calms everyone down, is just like, oh, hold on, just give him a minute. And George Pelfrey bends down and like pokes around at the thing and stuff, and is just like, well, it's no cause for alarm, everyone. I'm sure I can repair it. We can still have the auction as scheduled. It's just dented. It'll still be operable.
Oh, that's comforting news.
Yep. And Wade says, "It's there you go. Yeah, have at it, everyone. Auction's still on. Don't worry. No trouble here. It's man, what happened to that madman? Just ran off into the fog. It's you, lady. Has he
Hey,
planted that
I
with
don't
you?
know. I don't know what he was doing. He just wanted to take a look at it. He didn't tell me nothing about taking it or doing whatever he was trying to do. I don't know. That was pretty wild. Let's get back to the auction. I'm ready for some lasagna. What about you all? Machine's okay. We're good to go. And then I'm gonna kind of pull like Clarence like aside, like I don't know what the hell happened there, man. Like I thought he was just gonna look at it, but he
I,
take a look at it. He tried
as I
to,
was
tried
saying
to take it with
before,
him.
I was gonna say we can't let the machine. As a people, we can't let have the machine at the end of this. Ash is on my list.
Yeah, he seemed like maniacal or something, and
He
didn't tell me
hasn't.
nothing.
He hasn't got enough sunlight in his life.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with another plan here. And then now we're on high alert.
It turns out tackling it like it was a quarterback.
Not
Not the ideal solution.
I think there's another way we can get this thing out of here, but yeah.
Well, quick, I'm gonna cut to Dr. Bogdan's balcony. In the mist, a flash of lightning goes overhead, and he cackles maniacally as this gurgling squeak just as the thing stands on its own and is alive. You've done it.
I will just sort of gently pet its disfigured flesh and just be like, it is not your time yet, my sweet, but soon it will be.
It looks confused and hungry.
I will. Do I have any like live lizards or something that I can just dangle in front of it that it can eat?
I'm not sure that you would have any lizards on you specifically, no, but
Well,
maybe some pieces of jerky or something.
yeah. The lasagna is almost ready.
Yes. All right. So what is the plan with this monstrosity you've created?
I'm gonna tie it up and leave it in here until we really need a serious distraction.
All right, great. So, full of confidence and accomplishment, you head back downstairs. All right. So, Ash and bin lids, you push the car out into the fog until it's a dirt road. It's not even paved until you get a nice uphill part where it would be quite some effort to keep this thing going.
What's wrong with it?
It should have started by now.
I'll pop the lid. The hood.
All right. So, you have, sorry, I keep just forgetting this guy's name. It is James. He introduces himself to you two as James. He sits in the driver's seat and tries to turn the key while you're looking under the hood. Do a mechanical repair roll.
Let's see if I don't roll a 99 again. Let's see. What did I get? 30 mechanical repair out of 65. That is a hard.
All right.
Your
So-
computer cap isn't attached.
Well, it seems like it's the power alternator. The electrical system is just not working at all. Like you could fix it with tools, but here on the side of the road, yeah, this is just a worthless chunk of metal.
Yeah, I don't think that we can do anything here. Sorry, buddy.
What do you mean?
The electrical system is fried.
Damn it. Too many syllables, I tell you.
Benlids, I'm wondering if that device caused some sort of an electrical surge. Wonder if any of our cars are going to work. This is really weird. I'm going to wander
You
back
think all of them broken?
back to our car.
Sorry, what'd you say, Binlitz?
Oh, sorry, I was asking Ash if they thought that they think all of the cars are broken.
I don't know. Let's go check our car.
Sounds like an idea.
Yeah,
It's foggy. They can't even see us out here. So
it is. So, the night's quiet. There's no bugs or crickets or anything. It is really hard to see. You guys don't really have any sources of light. You're just following this dirt road.
I look
In
through
a
the
void.
lights that I've got. Oh.
Yeah. And yeah, it just looks like a Coke
Like
bottle.
lens.
Like it's nothing special about it. And I'll call for sanity rolls. Just one if you fail, while it's just very unsettling in the dark, unable to see. You can barely see each other walking together.
I got a 10. I'm not.
It is
afraid.
a 23 under 80.
All right. Well, poor James isn't holding it quite as well as you guys. He just is like, well, the famous actor guy said he'd buy me a room. I think I should just take him up on it. I probably
Sounds like
couldn't
an
even drive
idea,
in
big
this.
fella.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys go back to the barn, and yeah, nobody's around. Like the barn is across the road from the hotel itself, and you can't even see the buildings across from each other really. And yeah, with spending some time poking around, in fact, all of the cars are inoperable.
So the nicest car that we didn't come in, I think is a safe assumption, is the wet arms dealers.
Well, there's two very nice cars besides the one you came in.
Well, let's hedge our bets. I'm gonna smash the left-hand mirror off of both of them accidentally.
Of course, yeah. You just rough up the cars, no problem, as you're poking around. You know, Ash is just under the hood of something and you hear some glass shatter.
Smash! I tripped. Smash! I tripped again.
So let's go to Bogdan rejoining the party, where yeah, everybody is just I mean, kind of getting ready for dinner, but yeah, you know, like so Clarence and Ronaldo, like, are you wanting to talk to anybody right after all that happened?
I'm trying to secure the alliance for purchasing the device.
Yeah, just staying with Valerie.
Yep. With Valerie, the other doctor that we spoke to after the demonstration.
You haven't seen him since he said he needed to go lay down.
I really wish Ash would have talked to the rest of us before pulling that little stunt of his.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with him. But Clarence, I'm kind of liking your plan here. I'm curious how much the little military guy over there wants to spend on it. He has his accountant over there typing up some numbers. Maybe I could sneak a peek at that.
Yes, whatever the number is, we need to write higher than it
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
to make sure that he doesn't win. Even if we can't pay it, we just need to buy time.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, could someone get do a distraction so I could take a look at some of those numbers on there? I don't know. Where's that football guy? Oh yeah, he's out there doing helping out with the car or whatever. Um,
Well, I can't call another toast.
that would just be too gauche, right?
Too much.
And then Bogdan walks in.
Hey, my favorite Transylvanian. Could you do a little distraction for me for that accountant fellow, that mousy little guy standing next to the increasingly drunk warlord over there? Oh,
He's gone mute.
yeah.
If you want a distraction, I have one, but it is a very big distraction.
Maybe we
Is
don't need
is
a
it like
huge
is it like I don't know, getting yourself shot? Big distraction?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
What's the scale?
it's about 100 pounds worth of reanimated meat,
Sorry.
and he is very hungry.
Maybe we can save that one. People got a little shook up here. Actually, kind of looking over to where the warlord was at, like, is his stuff like there? Like, have they kind of left to go see what was going on in the other room, or are they back to
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
like? So he had like his little accountant writing up figures and stuff,
Yeah.
right? So are all those figures like just laying on the table, or have they like left it, or are they?
Yeah, so there's two people that follow the arms dealer around. And they have returned to their table. That's like their nest. They just stay there a lot. So yeah, like the notes and stuff that Mr. Brown has are still close at hand for him.
Brown. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to go that level of distraction, but would you just be willing to maybe talk up that little Mr. Brown guy? I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
can
see
be
if we
very
get him a drink or
charming.
something. Yeah, you seem very charming to me, Bogdan.
Okay, so I will go over to Mr. Brown and just say, "Oh, what was that commotion down there anyway? I was in my room doing some work."
Oh, you're talking to me? Someone got shot. I don't know. It's
My
So-
God, is he dead?
it was, I mean, probably right. He got shot. I don't know. It's
Well,
And- Sorry,
death
go
is
ahead.
not necessarily the end for all things. I mean, don't tell anybody, but I have a very big surprise locked up in my room. This thing is I I have to tell you a secret, Mr. Brown. I am not necessarily here to buy this weapon. I just know that there's a lot of people here who are interested in weaponry, and I have one in store upstairs that I think would interest people greatly.
But are you trying to sell it to us?
To anyone who would buy it. I mean, it's
Okay.
immortal force, unkillable, or rather, already dead.
So Mr. Brown is acting quite awkwardly, and after a little bit, Ernest Kepler is just like, you gotta forgive the boy. I mean, dull as a sack of bricks, but smart as hell. He's not too good at talking to strangers. He gets all shy. What's happening here?
Oh, I was just talking to this man about my potential business offer I have for anyone who is interested in keeping their soldiers alive, or rather, alive post aliveness.
Oh, really now?
Yes, I have a sample in my room. It would only take a minute or two to see it, and I'm sure I could sell anybody on it.
Do a fast talk roll.
Okay.
And while this is happening, I'm kind of like surreptitiously kind of walking around.
Yeah.
Even to make like a sneak roll or
Oof. I failed, but I could spend, but it would be a big spend. So I'll just fail it.
Yeah, I'll say yeah for a fail. I'll get back to Ronaldo. It's probably a spot hidden roll. I'm not sure though. So he's like, well, aren't you just a little conniver, huh? You come to some weapons demonstration trying to market. You got something else you want to show off?
A
Or
salesman.
you trying to trap me? You trying to get me alone? Walk me up somewhere?
Nothing of the sort.
I mean, so what? You got body armor. You got injection shots. You can keep people alive. What are you talking about?
Well, it is a reanimated corpse.
Yeah?
I call it,
How reanimated?
well, I call it the homunculus. It is alive, hungry, eats, good appetite. He's a good boy. Somewhat obedient, although, well, that needs to be worked on.
So he pulls out a cigar. Just, you son of a bitch, you got me. Let's go see this thing. And they walk away from the table, and Ronaldo is free to pick up the notebook. Which, glancing through, I mean, it's a lot to decipher. This guy is just writing like crazy, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, at least five figures you're dealing with, like real big numbers. And real quick, we'll go over to Ben Lids and Ash in the garage while you're still poking around in the cars. Give me listen or spot hidden, whatever's better for you guys.
I think I've either or over 20 yet. So
Cool.
I
Yeah,
passed
I-
spot hidden.
got a regular success on spot hidden.
All right, regular for both of you.
Yes.
All right. So this is a parking garage that's been converted into a barn. And so above you is a hayloft that's mostly been unused. But while you kind of think like you're hearing each other moving around a couple times, but then it becomes very clear that there's something above in this building with you. Like the wood creaks,
Rats.
some dust falls. It sounds big. And when you guys actually have your attention and look up, there's some blinking lights moving around.
Wait. Hell?
The hell is that? How do we get up there? Like, is there
Is
a
there
ladder
a
or
ladder? Yeah.
Yeah,
There is a ladder, yes.
Binlid is going up the ladder.
All right.
I'm
Ash, you
right-
following?
I'm right behind him, but doing the sort of halfway thing where my head is near his hips as we're going up.
All right. I'll do bin lids first. Do a sanity roll as you get up there.
23. That is a success.
All right. I need to check. I believe it's still one. This is the kind of thing I should have ready. Yeah, so lose one sanity on the pass. Where there is a very strange scene going on. There are three large human-sized, but very not human, shining black things. One of which is dragging what looks like a body in through the window. And there's a floating sphere in the middle between all of them.
Hey, yo, what?
So they click and clatter, just make these very strange sounds, and there is the sound of like rapid wings, and in an instant they are just gone. And I'll say that Ash probably gets the last bits of them as they're being scared off, and you can do the sanity roll too.
Okay, I passed the sanity roll.
Okay, yeah, that's one for you too.
But did they look mechanical?
Kind of to you, yes.
Well, what the?
They had a body.
The body's not there. The sphere isn't there anymore.
No.
Everything's gone.
Yep.
What the hell?
What the?
There were lights. You saw that little blinking lights, like
Yeah, little lights. And I climbed up, and then there was a sphere and some. There was a round thing, and there was some black humanoid creatures, and there was a body.
something fucked up's going on here.
I agree.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight, so Riley can get to his internship.
Oh no. Our players included Morgan Llewellyn, Riley Kruger, Troy Wheeldryer, Max Meltzer, and myself, with Calen McDowell as the keeper of arcane lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for our show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you would like to join them, please visit our Patreon page listed in the description, or you can use the super thanks by hitting the button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure to the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Pulp Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.